Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 100, the 100th issue of the Terminator Build the T100, T800 even. In normal part works, this would be the final issue, but there's 120 issues in this, so we're getting close to the end, but we're not there yet. It looks like this one's going to be a good, fun, interesting build, so we'll see how we get on with today. We're assembling the left foot and attaching the lower left leg. Now, we're not attaching the foot in this one, I don't think, but I think we probably could, but we're not until next time. But yeah, anyway, I've seen that we've got what we've got. I've taken these pieces off of the sprues as well. A little bit disappointed in this week. The finish is not good. This came with the plating, I say, a bit dodgy on one side, and one of these, there we go. The plating just hasn't taken at all on a chunk of that. Now this is going to be inserted into the tube anyway, so it's not going to be visible, but it seems the quality control seems to have gone down on this issue. Hopefully just me, hopefully everyone else is doing fine with it, but you know. So on with the build, and we'll see what we're going to be doing. We're starting off, as ever, it seems at the moment, with more toes. Now last time we got another toe, and I've fitted it onto there using the cocktail sticks just to hold it in place. This one is the last toe of the assembly. So we've got the parts there, the toe there. I have got two plastic tubes. I've actually got three, but you know, two grub screws, and the two parts from previous. I even put that one down as well. Look, there you go. Right, so as ever, we're going to put it together exactly the same way as we have done previously. With that, let's see, when that's that way, that's got to be that way. So it's got to go on there like that. No, that way round. I always get them the wrong way round for some reason. It's very strange. So that goes on there using my screwdriver set with the Allen key attachment. Can use the Allen key that they supply, obviously, but I find this a lot easier. So let's get that through there. Actually, I'll go through the other side where the thread is actually easier for me. So he says not being able to do it at all. Right, so that on there, let's get that through that bit. There we go, that's biting in there now. He says with it not biting in there. There it is, I think, yep. So let's get that the right way round through and in there. Then tighten that down. Once that's all the way through there and you can feel it come through the other side, you can stop. Then we get to do the whole tube and peg bit, same as previous. I'm not going to spend any time going over how to do this because we've done it enough times in the past, several issues. Just making sure I've got it the right way round, because that's showing that way up with that way round, going on there like that. Okay, so that then goes through there and push it down with something a little bit rubbery so it's not hurting your fingers. There we go. Same with the toe piece through there. I don't know why I got the other Allen screw out, because we only need the one on these, don't we? That one again, get that lined up just about right, and then you can push it all the way in. With that, get that out of the way for another time, a spare piece. So there we have the final toe, all prepped and good to go. As it says, it looks like that in the little box out picture. Then it says it's just to do the bits that I've already done, basically. So get them all lined up in the right places. Put them in through there, and then put them in through the top bit. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to put the bottom one in, the last toe in, the same as I've done the ones on the top. So that way up, get that through there, push that back in. Do the same underneath here, just to make sure it looks like a foot, like a toes, and it does. Then we use oh, you use a sneeze. No, I'll cut that bit out. We use the large Allen key pieces to hold those in place. They're both the same, so we'll just use one on each. I can put it in at the same time that I'm taking this one out. Actually, by screwing that in, that should push the other one out the other way. So, see if that works. Going in, making sure it all lines up as we go through. There we go, and then that one tightens into the last hole. There we have that. Then we can do the same on the bottom as well. Get it right way around. Lined up. There we go. It's feeling tight, but I think that's just the way it's holding in. There we go. And you can make sure each one goes through and holds in place, because if you get one missing out in the middle, that'd be terrible. Doesn't feel like that's actually going through for some reason. I can't tell that that's actually tightening in. I think it probably is. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah. That's not feeling right. I'll take that out and go in from the other side, I think. So we'll have to make sure that each toe lines up properly. It's not worth trying to force things and feel it not going in properly. So we'll take it back out. That's coming out now. It might be just that the inside of the thread is not finished as well as it should be. But we'll start at the other end, which isn't threaded. And then we won't have to worry about tightening it up too much through there. Just the end bit. And there we have it. That's the foot complete. It's got some weight to it because all the toe pieces are indeed metal. So yeah, that's going to work quite well. And obviously you can't really position the whole toe itself, just a bit, but the tip of the toe you can adjust should you need to. So that's that. Next up we are getting some more parts. We're getting this tube. Move those out of the way with the two ends. They'll only go on one way because that's far too big to fit on that end. It says they should be a good fit. You shouldn't need glue, and that indeed is a good fit. Doesn't need glue. Same with that. There we go. That's that on there. Cool. Then that will fit onto here. So I think I'm going to need a proper screwdriver for that. Right, which way around? The thick bit up the top, and we're using the little screw and the little add-on piece in there. So that goes in there. That goes through our last remaining hole, and the whole thing goes into there. Now these are a loose fit as ever, same as the other bits down the bottom there, so I'll be able to turn that so the imperfection piece is not highly visible. I will be sort of touching it up and doing weathering on this as well, so that will give us a chance to make it look better. So that's that through in there, all the way through to step 10. Step 11 is attaching it to the leg, which isn't attached to the leg, so that's going to go in there like that. And that is attaching in there with a washer. So we need a single washer, a single screw, washer going onto the screw, and then the screw going up in the middle there. I'm going to elongate my screwdriver to make that easier for me. And drop the washer off as well. So, right, let's do this the other easy way, and not worry about that bit at the moment. Let's get that up through the hole there. Hopefully, nearly. There it is. It's about there. There we go. So that's now coming through there just a touch, and then that will tighten up onto there. This is another one of those joints that clicks in place as you rotate it, so hopefully we'll be able to get that tightened down enough so it doesn't turn on its own, but we can tighten it or loosen it if we need to rotate around the knee joint, just like that. I like that. So far so good, that works there. Then there's a bit, the washers on these, that's the bit. So we've got two of these that are different to the third. That one is just a solid end, which we don't need to do anything with. That one just goes into the big one, like that. These two need the rubber and the screw. Big rubber washer, which I've escaped. You must be stuck on the side of that. Right, that's that. The big rubber washer goes onto that. And then that goes onto the end of here. Just like that. And then that will hold that in place in there. Stop that wiggling around too much. It's not a tight fit, but it doesn't need to be a tight fit because it's going to be held in place by the foot part. So we'll do that one the same, without the throwing it around bit. Obviously, hopefully, I don't know. The throwing around bit might still happen. We'll find out in a moment. So this is the one that the plating is not good on. But as I say, it doesn't matter because that bit is going to be definitely inside the tube anyway. There we go, that's that in there. And that's that in there. They're not as tight fitting as the other ones were. So, not sure about that. But that is that. That's those all inserted, the foot all assembled. So next time, I think it's just a simple matter of getting that on that, and we're done, aren't we? Basically. So yeah. Don't know why we're not doing that today, but we're not. So that's it for the building today. Looking on the rest of the magazine, we have Astro Boy. Not seen that. Doesn't bear any relation to me at all. Boots off the ground, jetpacks and things, or hydro packs. I'd like to be able to fly. That would be quite cool. And we have the final page. We'll be back in next issue. Different, nice, interesting thing. Attaching the foot, beginning construction on the chest. So I'm going to have to clear space to get the body itself up, which won't have the arms and legs attached, but is still quite substantial. So I shall see you soon for that. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.